keratin all the way in. Now, what I do as the final step is I go back, I take my gloves off, and I go back and make sure that I didn't miss any spots. And I take my gloves off just so I can really get in there and feel my hair. It makes a difference. I had to add another ½ ounce when I got to this section. No, actually when I got to the front, period. And that's about the same amount I used last time. But I did have to add like an extra squeeze out of the bottle. Maybe like a tablespoon or two. Because I really focused on my roots this time because I didn't get a relaxer like I did last time. This section feels pretty good. Let me add just a little bit to the end. This section, this right here needs a little bit more. And again, this is just how I do it. I tend to be a perfectionist, so no, not tend to be, I am. Always have been my whole life. So, this section right here. I really sped through this last section because I can't wait to see my results. I'm excited. I loved it so much last time. And oh my goodness, after I washed it out the first time, I was so happy. I was in love with my hair. It was just wonderful. So, alright. Comb through a little bit. Right. Pin it back up. Check back here. This is definitely good. I applied more in the back this time than I usually do, but that's okay. It's still not too heavy. And now it's time to blow dry. So I'm going to start blow drying where I started. Just do a really good blow dry this time and use my brush. Same brush I used earlier, and do a really good blow dry. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to keep the fan on for ventilation, keep the door open, and I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Hair is completely blow dried. And again, I want to reiterate, you need to make sure your hair is completely dry. Yet again, just like before you put the product in, you need to make sure it is dry. Because when you put this in your outside on wet hair, it's just not good. Your hair is going to snap and spill and pop, and you don't want to hear that. This is my flat iron. It is Gilbert de Paris. I'm not French, don't know French, but yeah, that's the brand right there. It's titanium tool, and it's my first time getting a titanium flat iron. It goes up to 450 degrees, and it's a TXL series, in case you want to get the same one. Got it at Sally's. It was on sale for $39.99, and I must say this is a great flat iron. I am very impressed. This is what it looks like in person. It's very lightweight. The first thing I noticed about this iron when I got it is that the plates are really shiny and glossy. Usually they don't look like that. I don't know if you can see it, but they're really smooth. And as I said, it goes up to 450 degrees. It goes up to 40. Is the highest. I'm going to put it on 35 because according to the booklet that came with it, 360 degrees is at 35. And I know with keratin you are supposed to put, technically supposed to put the iron up to 450 degrees, but I learned from last time my hair, for one, does not need all that heat. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, because I know not to put it all the way up like that. But, you know, in keratin, I'll be okay, No, don't do that. If you have black hair, African American, whatever you want to call it, if you have hair like me, do not put your iron to 450 degrees. If you're relaxed, please don't. It's just, it's not a good idea. Maybe some other people do it and it's fine for their hair, but I honestly, bad idea. Not a good idea at all. So, I'm going to put mine on 360 this time. And another thing I'd like to say about that is, when I really sat back and thought about it, I mean, they say to put it up to 450 so that the heat will allow the keratin to bond onto your hair. I honestly don't think 450 is necessary. The reason being is because you're leaving the products on your hair for at least 2 to 3 days anyways. How in the world is it not going to be attached to your hair after that? So, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes this time. I'm not putting it up that high. And I've seen other people not put it up that high, and they're fine. Their keratin still lasts. So, 360 it will be this time. And when I do other people's hair, I use this. It's a Easy Comb. I use this Easy Comb. And what you do is you take your little piece of hair, let's say I was flat ironing this part. I would take this, like that, put the flat iron on. I don't want to put it on my hair yet because it's on, and go straight down just like that. And keep doing it just like that, each piece. And it really does give a nicer, smoother finish. The reason why I don't use it on my own head, because I just find it gets in the way. It's just a pain. And I don't need my hair to be perfect anyway, so as long as it's straight, I'm happy. But when I do other people's hair, I make sure I use this. And it actually is kind of easier doing on somebody else's hair versus doing your own. So I don't really use it on my hair all that much. Maybe every now and then, but... Okay, and again, I'm going to use my little... Where'd it go? My little black comb. I use this for everything. And yes, so this is what it looks like, blow dried. I just have the back just like that. And it doesn't feel bad at all. You can tell definitely that there is product in the hair, but as you can see, it's not weighed down. It shouldn't be weighed down. I can't say that enough because so many people complain afterwards that their hair feels weighed down. Don't put too much product, okay? Alright. So, I'm going to put this up and I'm going to go to the back where I started putting in the product and start flat ironing piece by piece by piece. And when I get to the front, I'll turn the camera back on and show you up close how I do my whole head. It's just easier in the front. So when I get back up here, I'll be back, alright? Alright, the back is done. Let me show you. All done, and the roots are pretty darn straight. I'm happy about that. So I'm going to show you on the front how I did the back and the rest of it. I usually part a pretty decent section. My goal when I part it though is to part it like 2 sections wide, because I'm going to part it again.
I think that the best thing for me to do is to
clip that up.
And maybe still do
and with pieces that are really wide, I split them in half and flat iron each piece. This isn't that wide, but I'm just going to do it to show you. Now, because I didn't relax the roots this time. I'm going to run it through really quick, focusing just on the roots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way through. 1, 2, and 3 times. And that's it. Do the same thing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That would be, a plus. So yeah, I think you definitely need to go when you see those things clearer now.
So basically, I'm doing 4 passes on my roots and about 3 to 4 on the rest of the hair. Just kind of gliding through real quick because it doesn't take much to straighten my hair at all. So that's about it. And that's the way it comes out, nice and shiny and glossy and straight. And let me keep going.
We're gonna have to do a trade.
Alright, really quick, flat ironed everything, and this is my final product. I gotta be real quick, I gotta go get my son from daycare. But this is what it looks like. Show you the back. Really light. You can feel that, there's a light coating on it, but when I wash it in a few days, it's gonna be like butter, literally. I've never had my hair so soft before. It's even softer than when I go get it done at the salon, by far. And yeah, so no more heat probably. I probably won't put any more heat on it unless I accidentally get it wet or damp. At night I'm gonna wrap it, keep it straight. I'm gonna try not to put it up so much. They say not to put it up, so I won't. And that is it. All done.
Yeah, I think it's really good.